Hello friends. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel. My name is Talisha and I also go by CreativiTeeByT. If you are new to watching the channel, I welcome you and I hope you consider subscribing, and thank you to all of my returning subscribers for coming back and for your continued support. I truly appreciate it. So today's video is a new make. Yes, I get to share with you a brand new fabulous make. In my July plans video, I had mentioned a few patterns that I plan to make, and I have one of those to share with you today, which is also one of my favorite types of garments to wear, and that is a jumpsuit. I absolutely love this easy to sew jumpsuit, but I did make several changes while constructing the pattern. So if you are interested in seeing my new make and hearing all about the changes that I made, please continue to watch. So again, this video is all about this jumpsuit that I absolutely love and I recently made. As many of you already know, I love a good jumpsuit just as much as I love my dresses, but I don't have many of the jumpsuits in my wardrobe, so I want to get some made up because I just want many of them, okay? And I have all these thousands and thousands of yardage in my background, so we're gonna start working on getting those made up, and that is exactly why I am here and what I am sharing with you today. So I decided to go with this pattern, which is Vogue 1664, because of the line drawings. Most of the patterns that I am drawn to and have for my jumpsuits have a V-shaped bodice, but these days I'm kind of like more attracted to the round neck, which is why this pattern caught my eye. And not only were the lines for the neckline appealing, but I also like the lines in general for the whole entire jumpsuit, because although this is dressy like on the pattern cover, and I would consider my jumpsuit kind of dressy, this could easily be made out of like a jersey knit and have a more casual type of dressed down look to it. And because of that, I feel that this pattern is very versatile. And with that being said, I will go more into detail about the pattern. That was pretty simple to make, but like I said, I did make some changes, and I will go over that with you while I talk about it in case you decide to make this pattern and you want to do the same thing. So again, the pattern number is Vogue 1664, and the description is Mrs. Pull-on jumpsuit that has a loose fitting bodice and also has flared pants with or without side seam pockets. View A has a lined bodice and view B is fully lined because of the sequin fabric that it recommends. There are two views to this pattern. Both views are identical when looking at the pattern cover. The only difference is that one view is catered towards sequin fabric, which is view B, and which is also why they recommend fully lining that view. And the other view has the half line, which is at the bodice, which is the view that I made, which is view A. So the fabric recommendations are going to be your two-way stretch knits with good recovery, and of course your stretch sequin. The sewing skill level is set as easy, and I do agree that it is super easy. The pattern pieces that I used were only a number of 5 to make this whole entire jumpsuit, including the pockets. So the pattern pieces that I used were the bodice front, the bodice back, and those were both cut on the fold, so easy peasy, right? The pants front and the pants back, and like I said, your pockets. So that's how you get your 5 pattern pieces. As far as the notions are concerned, you need thread, and that's all you need according to this pattern, but I personally use 2 additional notions because of the alterations and the changes that I made, and I will share what those changes are here shortly. So the pattern sizing, it's in alpha, so it's size A through J. The size that I cut was size G, and it was a little bit too big, way more big than I preferred. So I just took it in by like 1.5 inches on each side. And yes, that's a lot because it's like a total of 3 inches. But I took it in at about 1.5 inches on each side, above and below the pockets. And because I had to take it in, and because the pattern is a little, or the size was a little bit too big, I do feel like my pockets are kind of low, but they're not non-functional. Like I can still use them. So yeah, that was the only downside to that pattern running big. But I think I struggle personally also with knowing what my size is in knits. So now that I'm sewing a few more knits, and my next pattern is actually going to be a knit. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit better at ballparking like how much I should go down in pattern size with the stretchy. So anyway, it was a little bit too big, but I did take it in to make it fit towards my body. So at the end, I do feel like it looks like the photo drawing that's on the pattern envelope, and the instructions were easy to follow. Really wasn't much to it. So the things that I liked about the pattern, I like that it's a classy jumper, but yet you can dress it down depending on the fabric that you use and make it into like the casual romper. So it's very versatile in that way. And the things that I disliked about the pattern, nothing. I didn't dislike anything about it. I didn't learn any new techniques. I didn't have any first time experiences because I've done all this before with what was needed to make this. But as far as my fabric, I use this neon green or yellow, however you want to call it, and black stretch double gauze, I believe it is. I've had this in my stash for some time, and I thought this would like feel very pretty on my skin and soft on my skin and look good. I also thought this knit would be the perfect stretch for this pattern, and it was. So I'm very happy that I had this fabric in my stash and that I was able to use this. I purchased this fabric from Walmart, and this was in one of those bundles that had 3 yards. So it was a 3-yard bundle, and I paid $8 for it. And guess what? I didn't even use all 3 yards. So I made this jumpsuit, this Vogue jumpsuit, for less than $8. Win-win, right? So I will talk about the alterations that I made now. So I did, of course, make some alterations, and the first alteration that I made is that I did not line my jumpsuit at all. I made view A, which recommended to line the bodice. Okay, I didn't think it was necessary. Number one, I just didn't think it was necessary. Number two, if I had thought like it's not necessary, but I'll go ahead and do it, I still would not have done it because I didn't have any lining fabric at my disposal that would have worked for the knit. I don't have a whole lot of knit, and especially no type of knit that I could line with, and I wasn't willing to buy more fabric to pair with this cheap fabric. Okay, so no, I didn't line it. So what I did instead of lining my bodice was I finished the neckline and my armholes with bias tape. Okay, so because this is a pull-on jumpsuit, you're probably wondering, how did I get this over my head right after applying the bias tape on the neckline? Well, let me tell you. I knew that adding the bias tape would stop me from being able to stretch the jumpsuit neckline in order to get it on. So what I did was I added a zipper in the back. Simple as that. I had an extra zipper around here. It was black, so I cut a seam, I cut a line straight down the middle back, and I added a traditional zipper, and I only installed the zipper onto the bodice, and that worked, or I should say the upper half. So I didn't go into the seam of the pants. Just that little small portion of this top half of this jumpsuit is all I added the zipper to. And because the fabric was so stretchy, once I opened that zipper up, I was able to just get it on and off in no time. The fabric also has so much good stretch that I can get the zipper zipped and unzipped with no help no struggle. So yeah, those are the changes that I made, and I would definitely recommend this pattern to others. This jumpsuit, like I said, is perfect. It's an all-around type of jumpsuit that can be dressed up, it can be dressed down, and the pattern availability is, well, it came out in 2019 and it is available to purchase on the Something Delightful website. You can also pick this up at your local Joann's. However, I do think that they finally stopped discontinuing the print of this. However, like I said, I know because I've looked at my Joann's, I've looked at another Joann's, these patterns, or this pattern I should say, is still in the drawer, so you can still get your hands on them right now. So on my photos, I just paired my jumpsuit with some black earrings and a black necklace. I didn't go too overkill. I wore my black pumps, and I think everything turned out amazing. Absolutely love this jumpsuit. So now I will enter a few more pictures and twirls with me in my jumpsuit, and I will show you in action how it looks all styled up. So in this first clip, I am wearing my jumpsuit as is on the pattern cover. So I'm just wearing it without a belt and allowing it to be loose and allowing the air to just flow through. So in this clip, I am wearing my jumpsuit with my belt around my waist, and I wear my belt around my waist when I want to give myself some shaping. And in this last look, I have my jumpsuit paired with my belt, and I also have on my cardigan. I often wear my cardigan at work because it gets cold, so this is really good for when you're trying to avoid a chill. So yes, I'm telling you this now, that this jumpsuit is going to get a lot of wear. Actually, it has gotten a lot of wear. I have worn this 3 times since making it, and I absolutely love it. It's very comfortable. Most of the times before I make a video, I'm not able to wear it multiple times, but this one I have worn 3 times because I like it that much. And I almost destroyed this jumpsuit. I almost ruined it, and I was so upset because I was walking by a building and I ran into a nail that was on the side sticking out of the building. Could have hurt myself, but it didn't hurt me. What it did was it ripped my jumpsuit at the armhole, and it actually like ripped the bias tape, and it was pretty much like unmendable at that area. So I had to use my fabric glue, fabric tack, whatever it's called, and just kind of like glue that area to make sure that it didn't continue to shred like in the wash and things like that. And it worked out, and it doesn't look bad because it's mainly, you know, destroyed by the bias tape. But yes, almost destroyed it, but I saved it, and it's gonna get a lot more wear. So please let me know what your thoughts are about my jumpsuit and about this pattern and the changes I made. Do you think they were good changes? What would you have done? Would you have lined it, or would you have not lined it? Yeah, just let me know in the comment section below. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts, and I love to conversate with you. I am getting ready to close this video, but before you leave, you already know what I'm going to say. Please take a pause for the cause and click the like button and the subscribe button and the gray notification bell so that you can be notified of future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all of my returning subscribers for your continued support, and I will see you in the next video, which will be Sunday, as I continue my summer vacation sewing series that I am doing along with Cherie of Cherie Thomas. We are having a great time giving you summer vacation inspiration, so please make sure that you stay tuned on Sunday. Bye!
Mm.